Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Y'all gotta forgive my sound and my lighting today. I'm trapped in a room because my house being painted on the inside out there. But wanted to pop in and address something. You know, YouTube took one of my videos and boosted it a little bit. I need to check and see. Let me see what they did. Cause you know my channel, because my video is so long, I don't really get put in the algorithm. I don't get put in the algorithm or get a lot of views because my video is so long, and short attention span is very common in our society. So if people see a video an hour long, they're not clicking on it. And so, but me, you know, 7 minute, 10 minute videos just not in me most of the time. But one of my videos got pushed out a little more than normal. Let me see where it's at. It's at no, oh, man and his silent treatment. Oh, it got 117,000 views. Now that's very uncommon for me, cause that video is just it's not that old. It's probably beginning of this week or last week. I can't see the date on here. July 22nd, so it's the 31st. So 8 days ago. So it got over 100,000 views. Okay, that makes sense. Because I've been getting a lot of comments, and I'm like, what's the world going on with the video? I hadn't checked to see how many views it got. I did not know it was over 117,000. But it's called A Man and His Silent Treatment. And boy, them boys mad. Got the men mad. Now, some men try to say, oh, well, man goes silent because he want to avoid drama. And because a man goes silent doesn't mean it's something wrong. And, or it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Now, and I'm going to tell you, when we talking about silent treatment, we're not talking about when you upset and you quiet for an hour. A man in his silent treatment is when you basically ghost a woman 2-3 days, you know, or even a whole 24 hours. But here's the thing, once it crossed 24 hours, now, even in behavioral science, you taught to wait 1 to 24 hours to address an issue. Once you cross 24 hours, now you going into silent treatment territory. And for one, that is immature. It's immature, and I can't even say it's childish because you never see a child be quiet for more than 24 hours. They're going to do something, cry, something. So, but as adults, and especially as men, you want to be the head of a household. If you want to be the head of a household, what is the head of a household? The head of a household is a leader. What is a leader? So think about a quarterback on the football team. Now, you know, I'm a season ticket holder to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we got Tom Brady. Now, so imagine Tom Brady just go silent. His team looking, we down, we in the fourth quarter, we need to rally together, and Tom Brady just give a silent treatment for the whole fourth quarter. Don't speak to nobody. Don't give no instruction, nothing. What's gonna happen to the team? You see what I mean? That's what you have to understand as men is you need to understand that if you want to be the head, you want to be the leader, you got to know how to communicate. So me personally, I'm going on 14 years of marriage and a happy marriage. Let me tell you how I got here. By communicating. Sometimes even over communicating. It's been times where my wife could tell you, we get to the room, 11 o'clock, shower, get down, get to the bed, and I open up a conversation. And we'll have that conversation sometimes till 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna talk about this here. We're gonna address this. Because when you communicate, that's how you can iron out those differences. That's how you can come to terms, you can see eye to eye, and that's how you move forward. Silent treatment ain't gonna help nobody. And guys, oh well, I gave the silent treatment cause I don't want to fly off the handle. We ain't talking about your cool down techniques. We're not talking about your cool down techniques where you being quiet for an hour. Not talking about that. We talking about the mind games. Cause see, listen, what you look like as a grown man with a girlfriend using the silent treatment. What's the purpose of that? So let's call it like it is. You playing mind games. You playing mind games, and you trying because what happens in the silent treatment when a person doesn't have information, when they don't have closure, when they don't know what you want, what you think, what you feel, then guess what? That sends them into a place of confusion and worry. And what happens is that person starts to overcompensate. So it's kind of like this. Sometimes a person will text me and I'm busy. And they text me again and I'm busy. And they text me again and I'm busy. And every time they text me, I see it, but I'm busy. And so I think to myself, I'm going to respond, but I'm busy. So then when I finish doing what I'm doing, I forget to respond. So then a text message, it goes from, hey, bro, just checking in, how everything going. Hey, bro, I ain't heard from you. Hope I ain't did nothing to you. Hey, bro, so I guess you done cut me off now. Man, I thought we was better than that. Hey, bro, all right, this my last time texting you. I see what it is now. We ain't cool no more. I guess I said something or did something, but at least you could tell me. And I sit there and I'm like, wow. But your mind done did all that. But I'm the same way. I'm the same way on the other side of it. If I text somebody, because see, sometimes I have what I call texting up and texting down. Texting up is like when you need somebody. When somebody, they make more money than you, they in a higher position than you, and you texting them because you want to keep in touch with them. Like you brushing shoulders with greatness. What I call texting down is when it's somebody who needs you. You pulling them up. Like you done climb past them and you reaching down to pull them up, or they want you, or they got their hand out and they want you to grab them and pull them up. So that's just my terminology. It's like if you in a climb on the mountain, not saying somebody better than somebody. And I noticed that when I text somebody, I text up. There's some people in my phone that's, worth $1 billion, some worth half a billion, and I'm not there yet. I plan to be a billionaire, just like Oprah and Robert Smith and Bob Johnson. I plan to be a billionaire. That's why I'm building so many companies. And it's people that's worth that in my phone. And so I text them. And if I don't get a response, now I'm like, dang, did I say something? Dang, did I butt dial them and was talking bad about them? Dang, did somebody go to them and lie on me? Tell them something I ain't even say? And I'm just going through all this, and my wife, she like, oh my goodness, why do you do that? What is wrong with you? Like, why you think the worst all the time? And then, boom, I get a response. And be like, hey, man, what's up? What's going on? Hey, man, I need to call you about this relationship. I need to talk to you about a relationship. I'm using that voice. Sometimes it's a white person, sometimes a black person, different voices. And, hi, dude, how are you, man? Yeah, you think you have a few minutes to get on the phone? I need to talk to you about something serious. And so they'll hit me up. And sometimes it might be one of these multi millionaires. It might be 2 o'clock in the morning, and they need to talk. And then I'm like, what in the world going on with my phone? And my wife, she look at me like, didn't I tell you? You doing all that worrying. You thinking the man think you got a hit on his life. You thinking this, you thinking that. And that man ain't thinking nothing. That man just busy. He tied up. Can you imagine how many people texting that man? So I use that example to say that's what the mind goes through when you getting silence. Silence says a lot. Silence is very loud. That's why in a relationship, a silent treatment is toxic. It is a form of abuse. It ain't about cooling down and calming down Because this is what you got to realize. If you need to cool down and calm down every day, you with the wrong person. If you got to be given a silent treatment every week, every month, you with the wrong person. So you still broke, busted, and disgusted. You still lost and confused. You still hurting. If you have to every month give a silent treatment to the person you with, but then you patting yourself on the back talking about, oh, you silent because you mature, because you don't want drama. It shouldn't be that much drama. It shouldn't be that much drama to where you got to be given a silent treatment. In my over 13 years of marriage, I done gave my wife two silent treatments in 13 years of marriage. 13 years now. 13 years. Okay? And it was deal breaking issues. It was deal breaking issues. She probably then gave me two or three over deal breaking issues. Not now y'all thinking physical, not physical cheating, not that. But we people of character and integrity. So if you tell a lie about how much money you loaned a family member, or you do something like that without asking the other person, we take that very serious. Those deal breaking situations. Some relationships so toxic and don't understand that a healthy relationship has very high standards, very high character, high morals, emotional IQ, emotional intelligence is very high in a mature, healthy relationship. So where a lot of relationships y'all knock down, drag out. So that's why silent treatment is not a bad thing to a lot of men, because your relationship's so toxic, y'all so broke, busted, and disgusted that a silent treatment is an upgrade. That's a luxury. That's a blessing. See, that's where your relationship tore up from the flow up. That's why you in something you shouldn't be in. That's what you got to understand about that silent treatment. So the men, real upset about this because I'm calling out the game. I'm calling out the immaturity. I'm calling out the irresponsibility. Because as a man, you gotta remember, you wanna be the head of the household. You wanna be the head of the household? Then that means you the leader. That means you the quarterback of the team. That means you the CEO of the company. You got to draw the correlation. You got to look at the equivalent of what you asking to be. You saying you the head, but then you want to give silent treatments. Imagine you go into work on your job, and the foreman, the general contractor, the boss man, or whoever who managing the scene today, the office or the workplace or whatever, and he just silent. You coming in there and you want to know what the job is for the day, what we got to get done, and he just silent. He ain't saying nothing. So imagine what that's like. That's the same thing in your household when you a man giving your woman the silent treatment. She don't know. She don't know whether y'all going or coming. And what she like, listen, playboy, let me know what the lit read. Let me know what the lit read so that I know whether we coming or going, whether we gonna work this thing out or whether we breaking up. I'm a grown woman. I got my big girl panties on. I could take, I could handle the truth. If you ain't feeling me, tell me you ain't feeling me. If you mad with me, let me know you mad with me. Let me know why you mad with me. If it's something I could change, let me know so that I know what to change. Otherwise, you just got your hands, your briefs in a wad, tucked in your booty hole. You got them hands tucked in your booty hole, walking around here with a wedgie, and for no reason. Don't nobody know why you mad. What you mad about today? What you mad about today? The sky too gray? What you mad about today? Your weed man ain't answering your call? What you mad about today? You hit the last sip of your Hennessy? What you mad about today? That's how a lot of y'all boys acting. You acting like grown boys. You like a teenager having a temper tantrum. And she over there, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Please talk to me. Talk to me. How can we fix this? How can we work through this? Talk to me. That's what she's saying to you. And you would ain't nothing. I told you ain't nothing. Leave me alone. You know what you're doing? That's called attention seeking behavior. You seeking attention. You want her to be your mama. You want her to be your school teacher. You went to school in the hood. You went to school at the rich boy school where everybody get to wear hats in the classroom smacking on bubble gum. You went to one of them schools where the teacher had to baby you, and now you want your girl to be your teacher that's gonna holler at you and keep telling you to be quiet, keep telling you to stop spitting spitball, but don't never send you to the office. That's what you want her to be. You want her to be your mama who used to baby you because your father wasn't in the home and she didn't want to make you mad because you the only man in her life. See, you see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, let's get there. Oh yeah, let's get there. Let's get all the way down. Look at why you giving a silent treatment. My boy, why you giving a silent treatment and you wanna but you call yourself the head. But you going more than 24 hours. See, under 24 hours, you cooling down. You gathering yourself. Now, if you are quiet and then you don't open up and then tell why you was quiet, then that's a silent treatment. That's a silent treatment, even if it's under 24 hours. Now, see, when you quiet because you trying to gather yourself, because you saw a text message that was out of line in her phone, you saw her telling y'all business to her best friend, her mama, you saw that she was talking to her ex, you saw that you caught her in a lie. She told you one thing, but when you saw her text message, it said something else. So you temperamental. If you open your mouth, you might yell, you might curse, you might want to move some furniture. So you calm and down, you cool, calm, and collected. But as a man, when you open your mouth, you address the situation. You say, this is what I was talking about. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. Now see, I don't snoop in your phone, but you left your phone out and a text message popped up. And the text message said, hey, I'll deposit that money in your account today. What was that about? Because you never told me that you loaned money to her. And we on a budget, we trying to build, but here you are loaning hundreds of dollars to people without even running it by me, at least so I know. You see what I'm saying? That's how you come and you talk to her. You talking to her after your cool down period. Behavioral science, cool down technique. Counting backwards from 10, walking a half a mile, waiting an hour to 24 hours. Then you communicate effectively. Now see, if you just quiet and you done found something in her phone or you done heard something through the grapevine and you go silent and then you come out of that silence and you just pick up where y'all left off, but you never talked to her about what the issue was. Now you created confusion, so now she's sniffing your booty. Now she's sniffing your booty just like a dog, just like a dog in heat. She's sniffing your booty because she trying to figure out what's wrong with you. So now she in there walking it up. She ain't even Asian. She got to walk. She in there making orange chicken and noodles. She in there catching it in the pan. All this here. She got a thong on. In there with a thong on cooking. And so she doing all this. And you like that. You like that because you sent her into a place of confusion, uncertainty, vulnerability. So now she around here singing on the microphone. She doing everything. Cooking, cleaning. She showing up and showing out. She coming out in all kind of lingerie, walking around. She driving it like it's hot. And you loving it. Why? Because you gave her silent treatment, so now she confused. She trying to figure out what's going on. So she like, okay, let me use what the Lord gave me. Let me shake this thing like my mama paid me. And so now she out here This P taught English, Spanish, French, and vanilla. And so she working for you and you love it. Oh, I already know the game, bro. You ain't here comment warrior. You ain't fooling nobody, bro. I already played the game. And I can tell how you look. You looks challenged. I already know that you struggle with these women. I already know that you tried to date a woman that dogged you out, that cheated on you. So you butt hurt. But see, men who had plenty of women already know the power of that toxic silent treatment. Men who dealt with plenty of women know exactly what the silent treatment is about. Now you probably was silent because your feelings was hurt. You probably was silent because you have not learned how to express yourself. Well, guess what? Own up to that. Don't make excuses. Own up and say, I never expressed myself growing up. I was always told to shut up, suck it up, stop whining, stop crying, stop tattletelling, shut up. Own up and tell that. Own up to that. Speak on that. So that's what you have to realize and understand instead of making excuse me. Oh, the woman could have been in the wrong. The woman could have been in the wrong. And it just, the man bad. Oh, the man bad. The video called A Man and His Silent Treatment. A man and his silent treatment. Now see, as a man, when do your woman give you a silent treatment? When my woman, I've been married over 13 years now. Yeah, I got to keep reminding you because I'm talking from the place of a married man. Not nobody dating. Not nobody in no little average regular relationship, but a married man over 13 years. And I'm 36 years old and I'm over a decade in. That's rare in this day and age. So I have a healthy, happy marriage in the social media era. See, that's rare. Y'all talking about your granddaddy and grandmama and your parents been married. They ain't have to deal with thongs on Instagram. They ain't have to deal with social media. They ain't have to deal with the advancements in technology in this world. They ain't have to deal with entanglements being praised and promoted across multi-million dollar streams getting millions of views. Your parents ain't have to deal with that. So their relationship was immune to a whole lot of the temptation that millennial relationships face. I'm a millennial by 1 year. If you born in 84 or later, you're a millennial. I Googled it. I'm born in 84. My wife born in 86. So we essentially have created an anomaly because it's not really a lot of happy marriages in our generation, in our age group. She 30, she 33, I'm 36, she turned 34 in a couple months. Speaking of, I gotta start thinking about this. What kind of gift I'm gonna get her? September 26th, that's her birthday. So this what I'm trying to tell you is I'm coming from this place of successful marriage. Let me tell you something that I know as a man about my woman, because men asking, well, Tony, what does a woman's silent treatment mean? What does a woman's silent treatment mean? As a man, you know what it means. Because if your woman giving you a silent treatment for no reason, let me ask you, as a man, does that control you? Do you start begging her and pleading with her? Do you start scripting on a pole? Do you put on leopard thong briefs? Do you start cooking and cleaning? No, you don't. But when you give a woman a silent treatment, what she do? Most of the time, majority of women, they start serving. They get weak and vulnerable. Now you got some women that when you go silent, and that's what my wife got to where if I'm giving silent treatment and it's not a clear reason, if I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I'm being quiet and it ain't no clear reason, she just going right on about her business. All right, you want anything to eat? What you talking? going right on about our business. Hey, how y'all doing? Did she tell y'all? She let y'all know?
He just texted her. She didn't say nothing. She said my husband's here, so I don't know what's up.
Oh, okay. I think she going to get something to eat.
Okay.
I'm in here working. I'm on the video right now, so
Oh,
forgive
I'm
me.
sorry.
No, you all right. You all right. So y'all just putting this here bed together. This bed here,
Okay.
and then she'll be back though. But she said this where she wanted y'all to start at
Okay, what are you doing with this thing?
on this bed. We actually giving it to y'all if y'all got somewhere to take it, or if y'all want it. If not, we just gonna put it in the trash.
Yeah, it'll probably go in the trash. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, it could go to Habitat. That's a very
That's what
nice
I'm talking
little
about,
twin
Habitat.
bed that can go to Habitat, probably.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's actually a very nice little bed for a kid.
Right,
My daughter's got a queen, so she.
right, and that's what
6
this
years
here.
old got a queen.
Right, that's what this here is. It's a queen bed, but this here box real heavy.
Okay, that's all right.
So
So yeah, we got to get this out of here
Okay.
first, and then what do you, and the mattress and all that, that'll probably go in the trash. They,
yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it probably go in the trash.
All right, there.
Hey, how are you?
Good, man, good.
Okay,
Yeah, probably
so
going
we're
to-
building a bed.
Yep, and then she'll
Build
be
the bed.
she'll
okay.
be back in a few minutes. She just went to grab breakfast.
Okay.
So
All
y'all
good.
y'all know she
Build the bed.
Okay,
got
so,
all that.
He said we could take this to Habitat, whatever.
Yep, y'all can have that.
Get the trailer over here, but I can haul it away.
Right. Yeah.
Can't even wait for something.
Yeah, y'all can sit it, or just sit it to the side, or we'll sit it in the garage somewhere.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, just knock on my door if y'all need me.
Gotcha.
Hey, y'all forgive me now. Cause see, I told y'all I don't edit videos now, so that's why I couldn't stop this. And then, cause I be having to try to render videos and put it in an app and put it all together. Hey, y'all just got to work with me today. So now this is what I'm trying to tell you. The men talking about. So Tony, what do a woman silent treatment mean? What do it mean? See, I'm not a woman. That's why men talking. Oh, this channel is man bashing. This channel man bashing for money. The women not paying me anything. Ain't nobody paying me. You know who pay me? YouTube. If they put an ad on my video, that's who pay me. But they don't put an ad on all the videos. If I say something wrong in the video, it'll get flagged. And so these women that watch the video, they not paying me. And if you a man watching the video and you see an ad, then YouTube paying. The company paying for you to see the ad. So this ain't got nothing to do with money. My truth is not based on money. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, because whether I tell you a lie or the truth, the money that YouTube give me gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same. And so, and whether I'm telling the lie or the truth, if you wanna watch the video, you gonna watch the video whether it's lies or truth. So my only thing is to work for the Lord. This is who I'm working for the Lord. All I'm gonna do is tell the truth. If the truth step on your toes, oh well. Scratch your booty and get glad. Don't get mad. Scratch your booty and get glad. See, if the truth don't step on your toes, that means it ain't for you. If I ain't talking about you, then what you mad about? I'm describing the toxic behavior that some men exhibit. If you don't exhibit that behavior, then this video don't apply to you. So you can shut up and keep going about your business. But you in the comments trying to argue and debate and trying to beg to with your spirit or beg to differ because it stepped on your toes. Because you know how you using the silent treatment. And you know that I know that's how you using the silent treatment. But what happened is, you know your girlfriend know who I am. And you know she see this video. So if you comment in the video, now you could screenshot your comment, show it to your girlfriend or your little boo thing, your little side piece that you're playing with, you know, your little situationship, your friends with benefits, and that's how you make her believe you. Because if she hear what I'm saying, it's gonna make perfect sense, and she gonna know you playing games. She gonna know you immature. But see, if you take and you tell her, Oh, look, look at this comment I put on here. Let me show you this comment because he ain't gonna stand for that. Because he on there just pandering to women. He just making stuff up. He ruining relationship. So this is what I told him. How you feel about that? That's what I told him because he ain't thinking about that. And so you want to post a comment, so you screenshot. I'm up on that game too. I'm up on that game too. Lady, this is what you got to understand about grown boys. To make their case, to make it look real, they're going to make a comment so that they can show they stood up and fought for their truth. So now, if they say nothing, that means what I'm saying is the truth. If they say something, then now that causes confusion because they on this side, I'm on this side. But let me ask you this. What man you know that's arguing with me that could stand 10 toes down in the lane that I'm standing in? Meaning, let a man who you could see his wife, you done seen my wife on videos. You done seen my wife we did a whole hour, 2 hour Q&A. You could read my wife energy. You could see the way I am beside my wife. You could see that energy. You could tell real from fake. So what man that's opposing my message can show you that they happily married for more than a decade and that their wife can vouch for the happiness in the marriage, that you could see her glow? See, a man speaking on his own accord, no, that ain't enough. Let me see your wife. If you disagree with what I'm saying, let me see your wife and y'all happy and she's stable, confident, powerful, a strong, assertive woman. I ain't talking about show me this docile, ignorant, broken, weak woman who yeah, it's like, oh, I love my husband. Oh yeah. And she fake happy because she's already been stripped of all her dignity and self-worth because of the way the world treated her, and she didn't get the healing. My wife went through everything that every other woman has gone through, but she healed. By the grace and the power of God, she healed. She went through it. All of it, yeah. All of it. All of it that a woman go through. From a little girl up to a grown woman, she went through it. Yeah. What you say you went through, she went through it. But she healed. She chose healing. She chose to be a victor and to overcome and to do the work and yet still keep her self-love, her self-respect, and to carry herself with dignity and respect and to have standards. So show me that woman that's standing beside you and you telling me that ain't nothing wrong as the head of the household to give silent treatments on demand, to give silent treatments when you feel like it, to give silent treatments every week, every month. And then when you come out of that silence, to not express yourself and articulate why you were in your feelings, why you were quiet. What sense does that make? Come on now, what we arguing? Grown men don't argue with grown boys because I already been a grown boy. I already know what that's like. I know you're going to be ignorance is bliss. I know you blissful in your ignorance. I'm here to tell you, as a man, you got to grow from that stage. Stop arguing about your feelings and you got to heal. You arguing because you bitter, because you done got cheated on by a woman, because you done got dogged out by a woman. You know why? Because you was with a woman that you weren't supposed to be with. Because you was judging her with your little head instead of your big head. That's why you got hurt. That's why you got dogged out. Because you didn't read her energy. You didn't read the woman. You was thinking about who you want to sleep with, and you stumbled up on a savage. But see, when you thinking with your heart and your head, you could recognize a savage woman a mile away. See, I've never been hurt truly by a woman. You know why? Because I evaluated with this head. So when y'all say, oh, you man bashing. No, I'm not man bashing. I'm exposing grown boys because I was a grown boy. You know why? because I did all the wrong. I did all the control. I did all the nastiness. I did all of that. I was not hurt by a woman. You know why? Because I wasn't trying to be with no woman that was a savage. I'm looking at her right here. And I went in immature, broke, busted, and disgusted, and I did wrong. So I'm exposing the old me. This ain't even about you, my boy. This ain't even about you. I'm exposing the old me. You know why? Because this what God instructed me to do. Because he say, Tony, you done broke so many hearts. You done been controlling, abusive, cheater, liar, womanizer. You done been a dog. Now, your work on the other side of that doggery, your work is to heal hearts. Your work is to bring clarity. Your work is to expose the type of man that you once were. So understand this, my boy. If you're not that type of man, my videos are not talking to you. It's not a broad stroke for talking about every single man in the world. The people who watch my videos on a regular have common sense to know that I'm not diagnosing every single male with a thing swinging between his legs, but I am addressing toxic behavior from what I call grown boys. If that's not you, then exit stage left. But it is you when you hollering in the comments, because it's common sense to know nothing is one size fits all. Nothing is about everybody. That's common sense to know that. And if you don't know that, then you got to get common sense. Like they say, common sense ain't common. So understand that right there. Understand that right there. So, hey, this Tony Gaskin. I've been on here holding this phone the wrong way. So this video here finna be like this here instead of like this here. But I ain't got my stand today because I'm trapped in a room while they doing this here work. And so we got painters over here doing some. Then we got handymen over here doing some. And I told Bud I was on the video, so you see he had the flex. Oh, my daughter got a queen. Cause my oldest son, he in a twin bed. He done had this twin bed for the longest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we humble now. Got to humble him now. Hey, you roll too far to the left, you on that floor. Wake up on that floor, you don't get too comfortable, you don't pay no bills. You don't be doing angels, snow angels, bed angels. You don't pay no bills. So stay right there in that twin. But no, we upgrade him to a queen. But cause his room he got a big old desk, cause he a studier, so he got a big old desk. So the desk took up too much room for the queen. So we see now. This another thing. This off the beaten path here now. Y'all, if y'all watch my videos, then y'all know how I do sometimes. Now me and my wife could have us old vlog channel, and be showing the home renovations and all of that. But I'm gonna tell you why we don't do that. We don't do that because we black. And if you notice, a lot of times the people you see do that is Caucasian. And the reason why we don't do that is because we've been scarred from the past. Like, I would post a gift for my wife, and then I would get attacked by all these black women saying, why you showing material things? Why you showing what you got your wife? Why is it just material? And they assuming that me and my wife just have a material relationship. They don't know we lay up every night and talk for hours like we just met. They don't know that, but they assume. So we can't even and it's sad, but this is a sad reality. And I know it's gonna be 5 of y'all that say, Tony, you could do what you want to do. Don't worry about the people. But it's not that easy till you come over on this side. When you come over on this side, you'll understand it. We always tell people in a position that we're not in, don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. But I've learned in building my brand and building my business, you can't ever tell somebody what not to worry about. You can't ever tell somebody what to do in a position if you're not in that position. Because it's always, I have learned that. I used to judge people. I used to look at people in different positions and judge them for their actions. But then when I got to that position, I said, oh, this what it feel like. So from there, I never judge again. I never judge again. And so, that's something that we want to do. you know, to just have a normal life and invite people in. And I see other people doing it. I see other black people doing it, but it just also how they, but they don't realize what's gonna come of that. They don't realize what's gonna come of that because you have to realize that with black folks, even like the guys I'm addressing, this is black men that I'm seeing, you know, attacking me. And the reason why is because they see me with an audience. They see me with a platform. So it's not that they butt hurt that about my message because they know I'm not lying. What they really arguing is the fact that I have a voice and the fact that I have a platform and the fact that I earn an income doing what I want to do. And they may be earning an income doing something that they hate. And I have been there too. I used to argue and debate with Rev Run and with Russell Simmons and with Deepak Chopra and with Steve Harvey when I used to send rebuttal tweets to them back when I was big on Twitter. And it really, when I evaluated as a man, it was because I was jealous of their position. I felt like they weren't qualified to be in the position that they in and that I need to be in that position. So I want to debate, but it was jealousy because I realized that if I'm not jealous of a person, their opinion doesn't affect me. Their opinion don't bother me. I could disagree with their opinion. I move on. I keep going with my life. But when I'm jealous that somebody has an audience and they saying something that I could disagree with, then I want to chime in. And so I realized, and a lot of people don't realize that. And so what happens is I'm about to plug my phone in. I ain't gonna plug it in. So what happens is if I if me and my wife show what the Lord has done in our life, we actually will lose a lot of support. Like I'm getting ready to work on a YouTube course to help people just do a basic YouTube because I got the most basic YouTube on YouTube. No microphone right now, no camera. I'm holding my iPhone X, iPhone 10. I do no editing, and YouTube monetize my videos and put ads on them. A lot of y'all complain, not a lot, but some people complain about the ads. It's typically people who not in the blessed tribe. So it's basically people just coming to steal, just want to watch the videos and get all the content and information, but don't want to give nothing in return. So they say, hey, cut off all these ads and just let me get my fix. But you and your family can't get nothing from your time on YouTube. And so it's typically those kind of people. But that's how people are. That's what I'm trying to tell you is human nature is selfish. Human nature is greedy. Human nature is competitive. Human nature does not like to, it's like this. All the men in my house that's working, they old enough to be my dad. So I could sense their energy. And the two men I was just talking to, they of another race. See, sometimes people get in their feelings if somebody in a position that they not in, and they never question the morals, the values, the changes that was made. They don't look at that. They just say they're in this position and don't deserve to be there, and why am I not there? And somebody wrote an email in and said, Tony, will you show some of those blessings that you say will make people sick to their stomach? And I said, no, I can't do it because I literally know that I'll lose all support because it's levels to support. And support is largely fake. Less than 1% of the people who follow you actually support you. In our world, we will set somebody on fire and then pay for a ticket to watch them burn. See, people follow. But what you have to understand is we follow the circus. We follow clowns, Barnum and Bailey. See, following and supporting is different. So if So in the Blessed Tribe, if 10% of my subscribers were supporters, then that means the Blessed Tribe would have 2,000 and no 20,200 people in it. It is of my subscribers, it's about 1% of those people in the Blessed Tribe. You know, the people with the little icon by their name. Why? Because that is the algorithm of support. You come in, baby, you good. I had talked to the men and everything on my video because I ain't feel like stopping it, so I'm still on my video. So all that in the video. But so I told him to check with you because you said start with the bed, right? Okay, I told him to check with you. But he said, yeah, I said, he said, what you gonna do with that bed? I said, well, we were gonna give it to y'all. And he thought I meant give it to him. And he was like, oh, that'll go in the trash. My daughter has a queen. She's 6 years old with a queen.
The older guy?
No, the young guy. I said, no, I mean like for Habitat for Human. He said, oh yeah, for Habitat, you can go to Habitat. I said, all right, you can go to Habitat. I said, yeah, this a queen here. This a queen here too. So yeah. But yeah, so I ain't know. I told him you'll be back before they finish though.
Yeah.
So now y'all listen now. Why it came in, y'all forgive me. Why it came with my breakfast. But what I was telling you, the reason why we can't do a blog and all that, but I was telling them about how support. How in the past I post some of you that I got you, and then it'll be women attacking me, you know, for doing something nice for you.
Right.
So I'm like, we don't even feel comfortable showing like a normal life like so many YouTubers do. And you know why? Because people see me like a pastor. I'm not a pastor. So my income comes from business. I have online courses so that when you buy a course, it's an exchange. You're getting information that will help you in your life, and in exchange, you're paying a fee for that information. Now, that information probably will help you more than what you took in class. So you paid $3,000 for your English class in college, or your African studies class in college, or $900 at the minimum, $300 at the minimum if it's a 3 credit course. Even at like a community college, it's like $100 to $150 a credit. So for a class that you never use again in your life, you pay $450. The classes that I give on Tony Gasson's Academy is actually life applicable. So what I'm giving is an exchange. Now you see people who on the videos they send in a blessing, but if you notice, 90% of them is attached with a question. So it is an exchange, but that's also a choice. I don't say send me a blessing, send me a blessing. Hey, send me a cash app. I don't even say on any of my videos. I'm probably the only YouTuber that does not say make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. How many of us watch few out of all your YouTube? See, this my thing. I don't ask people for nothing. I've never had a GoFundMe for a project I'm doing. People GoFundMe for their film project. It never made sense to me because I'm like, that's your dream. Why you gonna ask somebody to give their hard-earned money to their dream, to your dream, instead of their dream? Get the money for your own dream. Go work for your own. I work for my dream. Or I will go to a venture capitalist, to a investor who that's what they do. But I'm not gonna ask somebody who working hard in their life to reach their goals to take from their goal savings to give to me. So the people who send me a blessing, they do it on their own cognizance. They do it on their own choice. And you never hear me ask for a blessing. That's just my motto in life. Don't ask people for nothing. Just give. Just give. And that's why it irked my nerves when somebody said, hey, turn the ads off. I'm like, no. Because that's what YouTube is set up as a business. I ain't going to be on here on YouTube and it's a business and me not be compensated for my time and you not compensating me. So when it goes to 4 seconds, hit skip ad. I'm talking to the people complaining, not to my supporters. And so what I was saying is, I got to go because, I'm almost to my hour. But what I was saying is, we live in a crab in the barrel society. And especially us who our ancestors are slaves. We descendants of slaves. Because of that breakdown, we got to a place to feel like, oh, it's just limited food for us. Oh, only one of us get to work in the house. And so even when we come out of slavery, we still got that mental, oh, only one of us could be successful. Oh, only one of us could be a CEO. Only one of us could have our business. Only one of us. So we in competition. We competing to see who could get the piece of the pie. And when we see somebody else get it, we'll watch them to hate on them. And we watching them to see them fail. We watching them to see when they fall so we can get us a little chuckle. That's the majority. That's the majority. It's 1% that really want to see you succeed, that really want to see you win. And that's the sad thing about human nature. So most people, they look at numbers and they say, okay, he got 900,000 people on Instagram. So I know at least 10% buy his courses. So that means 90,000 people buy his courses. It's less than a half of a percent, because that's human nature. But because everybody is telling themselves that 10% of my following is buying a course, they'll say, human nature says, and I done heard people say this out their mouth, well, I ain't gonna buy nothing because he don't need my dollar, because he already got enough people giving him dollars. And so they will see something that they need, a course that could change their life, that could earn them income, like the life coach certification. And today is the last day to get it at the price that it's at on TonyGaskelsAcademy.com. It's the last day to get it at that price. Is going up. And so tomorrow, because we're moving closer to market value, and because it's about 50% of its market value right now, less than that. And so they will not get a course just to say, I don't want to help. I'm not going to help him grow. And they will hurt themselves trying to hurt me, or trying to hurt the person that they follow online, that they follow. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people subscribe to my channel to critique me, to argue with me. And it's sad that human nature is like that. So the people that you see, my moderators, the moderators that you see, I'm pretty sure it's stuff they've disagreed with, because humans disagree. But they have the emotional intelligence to say, this is his page, that's his thought. Baby, you need something with me? This his page, that's his thought. This his page, this his perspective. He's a man, I'm a woman. He's a black man, I'm a woman. His perspective gonna be different. He was a womanizer. I wasn't a womanizer as a woman. So they had the emotional intelligence to agree to disagree without going and writing a dissertation in the comments on my page, because they say this is his page. You see what I'm saying? So those people that's moderators, is because I saw them supporting, knowing that they're human and that they can have a difference of opinion, knowing that something I said has probably offended them, but yet they were genuine supporters. That's why they moderators. So somebody told me, hey, your moderator's over the top. Your moderator, no, they can do what they want to do. If they block you, okay, you block. If they put you in timeout, okay, you put in timeout, because I've seen them support me consistently. So they know me, they know my message now. They know what I deal with, what I don't deal with. So if I'm saying something and you coming in the comments and you trying to argue, they know this my page. And they know you could be working for the adversary, coming to cause confusion. Oh, so you in timeout. Let the timeout. Now let me see you block. Because they can't block you. I can block you. Let me block. So I want you to understand, that's why we don't show everything. That's why you've never seen an aerial of my house. That's why if you see me do a car chronicle, you gotta guess what kind of car I'm driving. I ain't took a picture with no cars. I don't take you of a tour of my cars, of my house. I ain't give you no tour of my office space that was downtown. I closed it because of COVID, because we couldn't go in there. 33rd floor, high rise. I ain't give you a tour of that because I know human nature. And I'm saying this to expose it so that if it's in you, if you know that you struggle with jealousy, with comparison, with low key hate, get it out your heart, because that used to be me and it blocked all my blessings. I did not get blessed until I changed my heart. When I changed my heart and I stopped competing, I stopped being jealous, I stopped trying to debate and argue and compare, that's when God sent me everything that was for me. I'm telling you, that's a key to life. I'm telling you. And one day, I get to the point and my brand will be big enough and solid enough to where I don't need the support of secret and silent haters. See, I'm at a level to where I need the haters are supporters. So if a hater is watching this video, they moving the message forward because their view counts and it pushes it into the algorithm because that view counts. So if 1% of my people, of my subscribers join the Blessed Tribe, that lets you know that the other 99% are not supporters, but they're there. So it's a difference between a spectator and a supporter. And that's what we are in life. A lot of times we are spectators, not supporters. And so when people say, "Oh, you got this amount of followers," no, them numbers don't mean anything because they don't. That doesn't equate to income, don't equate to life, don't equate to influence, because typically 1% or less are actual supporters. But see, you would not assume that and you would not know that if you haven't tried to build a brand or to build your company. But everybody on here who has a company and you're building your brand or you're building your company, and like let's say you sell hats. You know, a lady wrote in, she want to put my logo on a hat. I seen you, I saw the email. Thank you for that. I'm gonna wear the hat when I get it. Lord willing, it fit and it look decent. I'm gonna wear it even if it look terrible. I'm just gonna let you know that it look terrible now, but I'm wearing it. Support you. Thank you for the hat. But if you trying to sell something, t-shirts, you sell plates on Fridays, you'll notice, do the math, and how many contacts in your phone or how many people you have following you online, you'll notice that 1%. So if you got 100 people, 100 Facebook friends, one person gonna buy your hat. On average. On average. You might have a day to where 20, 30 of them buy it, but they ain't gonna buy it every month. You do a subscription box to where they get a different t-shirt every month, they ain't gonna buy it every month. You might have 1 month where 20 people get it, but then it's gonna be that one person if you got 100 people. That's how support works. So that's why I want to let y'all know. That's why I kind of close off certain parts of my life, because what I was saying is a lot of people see me like a pastor because I'm a Christian and I'm a speaker. So they assume, a lot of people feel like if you earn money from information or your likeness, or if your purpose pays you, they feel like you shouldn't have anything nice, that you should live broke, busted, and disgusted like a starving artist. And that's why people get mad at pastors. But it's even different from me, from a pastor, because a pastor actually does get and ask for donations for the church. And they may ask for donations, which is tithes, but then they may go out of those tithes, pay themselves a large salary and get a Range Rover or a G-Wagon or a nice Mercedes-Benz or a Rolls Royce or a jet. And then people say, well, these are donations that you got and you felt the need to buy a jet with donations. And then they try to say, well, no, that my book sales did that or my TV appearances did that, which it very well could have. But yet still they are judged for having nice things, because for some reason, if you live your purpose and earn a living from your purpose, people want you to look like you on the struggle bus. But if you put out toxic music like a lot of the rappers, they're okay seeing your Bugattis and your diamond necklaces and you living in mansions. But if you live in your purpose, you're supposed to be in a shack. But we'll talk about that another time. My time up. Hey, God bless y'all. We'll talk soon.